Hi everyone. Oh my goodness, day 11 of the 12 days of Stitchmas Advent Calendar with Spellbinders. I cannot believe it. I'm very sad that we're almost wrapping up, but of course we'll continue making cute items with everything that's in here. So I have been making little felt ornaments that are on my cards. I will link the playlist in the description box so you guys can go back. But day one showed everything step by step how I made these shaped cards using the emerald cut layering dies the Spellbinders put out a couple months ago. I've been loving it for this application and I've just been going with it. And I've been making little felt ornaments. So every day I'm going to show you how to make a different one there, and your recipient will have a nice card, but also a cute little keepsake they can keep. Again, maybe you put 2024 on the back of it, however it is that you want to do that. I'm still in love with this one. It's very simple, but the colors, oh my gosh, they're so cute. So, we're just going to jump right in for day 11. I cannot believe it, you guys. Look at that. We've been making French knots most recently. You see them there. You see them in the middle of these little guys. Super cute. So initially, this advent calendar was sent free of charge from my review, and of course, all opinions are my own, and any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. I have been using, like I said, the emerald cut layering dies. I've been using the stitch add-on kit for the embroidery floss for the sentiments, and I can see the last time I used it I did not put everything back away. For the coordinating papers, I've been using the Handmade Holidays kit for the pattern papers I was using and the card bases. Here are those layering dies I was talking about. And I've been using this felt that I had I've been using this felt that I just got a new batch of. Actually, I told you guys I would link in the description box. I've been using Beacon 3-in-1. That will also be linked there in the description box for you guys if you're curious what that is. If you haven't seen it before, it's great glue, but I've been using it for this fabric. I will say I had mentioned to you guys I was going to pick up another bundle of the felt, and so I did that. And I'll link that for you guys. And these are, I think, 8.5 by 11 sheets, so A2 size sheets. I think the original one I showed you guys might have been like 9 by 13. They're big sheets, but I've never needed it to be that big. I always, cut pretty much small pieces. Very stiff felt, as you can see there. All kinds of colors. And then here it goes to the silver and gold kind of felt that we've been accenting with. There are glitter felts, black glitter, purple glitter. How cute is that for your Christmas, for your Halloween dies? Red and white, and then some neon colors of felt. And these are softer felts. So I just want to show you that because I did pick up a new batch, and I just want to show that to you. So there it goes. Okay, day 11. Back to this, guys. So let's check it out. Again, I've been making shorts, so I usually record at the same time this and on my phone, so let's do that. Hopefully I can get in here because sometimes these are hard to get into, but day 11. Let's open this up. My goodness, I have to get it closer to me. I'm doing this with one hand. There we go. And then there's a little sneak peek on the door itself, and I mean, how cute is that? It's like a little wreath. Oh my goodness. That is adorable. You guys check that out. So I'm very curious to see what that actually looks like. So let's look at the dies. So let's check out these dies. Oh, I opened that very poorly. How cute. Oh, that's going to be fun. Oh my goodness. Okay. And I already have the die from day one. I left it actually on my needle minder because I've been opening the package every day, and now we're on day, 11. That's when it occurred to me, like, oh, put it on here. So I always have it. But that's from day one. Let's get a little bit closer here. Check this guy out. Oh, it's funny. I have red on that needle, and maybe I'll be using red today because that looks like little berries if we do green and red, right? Cute. Okay, so we have that circle. I'm trying to see. He's about 2 3/4 inch, I would say, in diameter. You can do a whole one like that, so it's just a whole background, right? So maybe you put something in the middle. How cute would it be to use this if you're doing paper and do like a picture. So you have a picture of the kids or whoever. You run it through this, right? And then this one, you run through this, but also with this. And now you have a frame for the little picture in the center. Oh my goodness, that would be very cute. But we're doing felt today. And you can still do that with felt. Just cut out your picture and still put it in there, right? Very cute. I mean, you can even make an acetate layer. There's so many things. Okay, so anyway, like a shaker, and then we have these pieces that make a cute bow, you guys. And I suppose, Spellbinders, whenever they sell their items, it's usually like on a carrier, and they kind of maximize their space. So I can see where that would have been in there. And then this guy. But it makes a cute little bow. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me grab some felt and we're gonna get right to it. I wanted to see about this bow and how it's put together, because if we have felt and felt is thick and if we're supposed to layer one on top of the other, I just want to see what that might look like. So yeah, maybe it's this way, maybe it's this way. Maybe use the dropout still if you want. But I feel like those are supposed to connect one on top of the other. And then we have these guys, and these guys just had a fun shape that I was like, okay, let's check this out, because I don't know if they layer over each other. I assume they do. So let me put this together really quickly just to see what this looks like, and if I have to make any adaptations to it to work with felt, you know, because otherwise it's just going to be stacked really high, I think. So if you have something like that. And then these guys, did you want them like this or like that? I feel like that looks better. Yeah, you can even see this shape of this has a certain shape that, yeah, I think you are supposed to stack, stack, stack. So I guess I can still do that. I just might put like a little something in the center in case it looks really high. Like with paper, it's not a big deal. It doesn't look anything odd. But I'm wondering if with the felt, if it's gonna be like that thick in the very center, you know, from the stacking. But that is very cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me make some choices. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I have some choices here. So for my bow, I'm going to use this very stiff felt that's red. So I'm just going to run that through. Again, when you're running this through, you want a machine that has a lot of pressure, or a machine that has a metal shim that you can cut into. So I would face this metal shim, this facing down into it, so when it runs through, it really cuts out really well. So we have that guy. I'm going to do a light green. Oh, you know what? That's interesting. I was going to do light green in the background and make it real traditionally like green in the top, but you know what? Why don't we make the bright green at the top and then the dark green in the background? So what we're going to want to do is something like this, right? With this centerpiece and everything, to run that through so it makes a little frame, so it makes like a little wreath that's open. But I love that that's separate, because you can mix and match however you want. Obviously I had to make it separate, I guess, because otherwise how would you get this inlay in there, right? If it was one solid piece, it wouldn't happen. I guess I can make them two separate pieces. Either way, it makes it a lot more, we have a lot more options, should I say. Okay, so I'm going to tape that down. I don't want that to move. And I'm going to be generous with my tape. Usually I put one little piece, but what's going to happen is after I do this and cut that out, I'm going to remove the center part and leave the inner frame and the outer frame stuck together. So after I do this, I'll remove it and only pop this part out and try to keep this stuck together with the tape. That way it's more the same, right? Exactly the way you cut it out. Hopefully that makes sense. But I will be right back. Okay. What I was trying to say is, like, for this one, that beautiful thing, we can just remove that. Try to keep this together. I don't know how well it's going to work because there was a lot of pressure going through the machine. So sometimes it rips through the tape anyway. Come on. All I'm trying to do is keep this together. My goodness. It's like I'm not doing anything. That's so funny. Okay. So let's put this here. And what I'm trying to do here is just drop this middle one out. Yeah. What I probably can do is do it that way. Actually, I'll just put that down so that way it's more in the same way it was. And I'm going to remove this a little bit. And I'm just going to put tape back down. You don't want to put too much tape, I will say, because sometimes it really sticks to the felt, like on that inside part. So how about just there? We'll remove this piece, and hopefully it didn't shift too much from where it was. And now I'm going to run this through, and I'll be right back. So let's get this out and see just about how well we did that. Of course, we can trim it down. This stuff is, you know, it takes a little more work. It's not the same as cutting through paper, so it might be a little bit different from this frame. So I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to remove that, and if you have some stickiness, you know, you can just go around and kind of, I'm barely putting any pressure with my scissor just to cut those little threads that might still be kind of holding on. That's a good one right there. Okay, and I will be right back. I'm not cutting, I'm just kind of pushing in to separate those little bits that are still kind of holding on. Okay guys, so we have that piece, and actually it did frame up really close, like, I think, yeah. I mean, a little bit there. Actually, I do like the little green sticking out, but pretty close, not too bad. So, as far as the stitching, I was thinking about using red, because red would be cute, looks like berries, you know, that kind of thing. And then I was thinking, what if we do gold and then a red French knot in the center? Wouldn't that be fancier? It'd be very cute. So I also cut out that first day's little hanger bit, which I'll probably kind of bury in here anyway, so, you know, I didn't need it to be that long. And let me see. I'm trying to see which way would be best. I feel like that's the better layering right there. Okay. Then we have these guys, and I'll probably just put that together once I put it right on top of my project. So let me grab, I already have red on one of these guys, my needle minder. I already have this red thread that I'll continue using. I'm going to grab the gold, and I'll show you how to do one, and then I'll just basically do them all, right? So I'm going to bring this out of here. And then the card I did on day one, I will link, like I said, the tutorial for the playlist. I guess day one you can see how I made the card if it's something you're curious of. It's very easy. And then here I'll just have some music over it, so I'm not explaining anything, but you'll see what I'm doing. I'm not talking about it. So with this one, we're going to want a lot of this. So I'm going to get an amount that I can work with comfortably, and then I'll probably have to add more. These do have 3 strands, and they do fray, you know. So I try to minimize that, obviously, as we're working with it, but like right now I'm trying to get all 3 strands threaded, and then this will start fraying because it's just getting roughed up down there. And over here I will put a little knot as best I can. Again, this stuff is kind of like, I want to say fishing line. It's a little wirier, and this is super simple. So we're just going to go up the center and just do our little bursts in each one. So I made this dot a little bit thicker because, or not the dot, but the knot, because I didn't want it to pop out of there. So, especially with this stuff, like I said, it just has a different feel to it, so it's a little wirier, and it slips out very easily. So there we go. I'm just going to keep going around. I'm keeping my finger in the back, keeping the tension. So, center, just making your little bursts. Super simple. I mean, I suppose you can go around if you wanted, like, and make it look like a scallop all around, and then maybe a scallop on the inside, maybe a different color. I mean, there's different ways to play up these little designs, right? Or even within each one, you can do this kind of thing, what I'm doing, and then make it into a little rose, where you do like the little weaving, are they called spiderweb roses? I don't know. So it's like a spiderweb, like what we're doing here, but then you kind of would get your needle and go in and out, in and out, in and out, all around, so then it makes a little like stitched up rose. Am I paying attention? Yes. I was like, was I going back there? Okay, so I'm just going to show you real quick. And we'll do the French knots all at the same time. So I'm not going to stop here and then do one French knot and then pick up the red again and then all that. What we're going to do is all, at least what I'm doing, all the gold stitching. And then at the end, I'm going to get my red thread and we'll do the French knots. So I'm just showing you what I'm doing here. I think I went up the center of one of these. Okay. So I just did that one, right? All stitched up. And I'll just bring this to the next one. Whichever direction you want to go in, but I'll bring it to the next center. And start stitching that one up. And the next one, the next one, the next one. And if I run out of thread, I'll just tie this one off in the back and then add a new one, right? So that's all I'm doing. And I'll be back when it's French knot time. Okay guys, very last little spoke on this one. And we're going to tie that off. And then I'm just going to do little red French knots. I think that'll look really cute. But what I was trying to say is you can come up with different designs. Just look at the shapes of what they're wanting you to do or where the holes are. And you can kind of say, oh, it'd be cute if I did this or that or, you know, whatever. Like I said, maybe just like a little scallop border along the side. Maybe a different color on the inside. Maybe that little spiderweb flower. Pinwheel. What's it called? Wagon wheel flower. That's what they call it. I was like, I don't remember exactly what that's called. You know what? I'm just going to leave this on here. I don't know why I was trying to take it off. But see how these get all frayed? So you're going to have a little bit to kind of just leave it there. Okay, I'll put that on there. And let's bring this guy. And I think this is separated out. It looks like it was. Yeah. So there's 3 threads here. Again, from the add-on kit. But I'm sure you have some embroidery thread in your stash. Cute. And again, it could just be like this. Oh. But maybe just back stitches all around. I don't know. Just thinking of different things. So let's just start somewhere. Let's say here. I'm going to bring this through the center. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. I think by now we know our French knots. Oops, sorry, that was kind of fast. 2 or 3, you know, how big do you want this to be? So I hold my needle, I bring this in front of the needle, wrap it around. Usually, actually, I use the needle to wrap. I go like this, and I'm just holding this steady. But, okay, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to do 3. You kind of hold them together pretty closely, right? That one's doing its funny little thing. And let's get it back towards our little hole, and you're going to go right back down where you came from, and you're holding this tight. Not super tight, but tight enough so it's not unraveling, okay guys? So as I pull that down through, I'm kind of holding that. And this is going to go right back through the hole that you came from. And as you pull it tighter and tighter, you get closer and closer. And I don't pull it so tight that you're pulling it back through, but you just have like this little rosette. Hopefully this will focus. Look how cute that is. I mean, it's just, and there's the little knot. See how it goes down into the center? And that's it. If you pull it tighter, it's just going to get smaller and smaller, and it's going to come right through the hole. So don't do that. And I'm just going to go to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. I mean, you could tie it off in each one, but that would be kind of a pain. And there's no other dot in here that's going to make it visible that it came straight through here, see? So, again, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Go right back down the same little hole. Just keep this kind of close to the bottom of your needle. And hold that there. And pull through. Once I get to a certain amount, I kind of let that go. Oop, did I pull it through? I did. Let's do it again. This was tight. Look at my, it's over here. So let's not do that. Let me undo this real quick because I'm going to go back through this hole. I can leave the knot there, but it's nicer if you just undo it. So let me undo it, and I will be right back. My goodness. I'll be right back. Okay guys, sorry about that. So I'm back over here. Just had to undo it because it essentially makes a knot. You know, you're doing the wrapping, and then when you pull that one through, it does make a knot. So I had to kind of just undo the knot. Okay, so we have that. Again, keeping it as well as I can there, nice and floofy because we don't want it to go back through that hole. The hole is a pretty generous hole there. So just pull that, and you made another cute little knot, and then you just keep going. So I'll come back when I'm back around to like this one. Okay guys, just did the last one. That was a lot of fun. Like little cherries on top. And I'm just going to kind of bury this again. And I'm going to glue that so that should be secure. Okay. Put this on our little needle minder that apparently caught one of these small dies. I didn't realize I had left one of these dies out the other day, and it stuck onto the needle minder. It was on the back. I was like, oh, perfect. Look how cute. Anyway, we'll put that to the side for right now. This guy, let's cut this down. And let's start gluing this together. I think we're ready. So let's make sure we have this facing the right way that matches up the best. I want to say it looks like that, so that's good. And you know, if there's anything you need to clear out, like you can see there's still a little piece of felt right there that needs to go away. Are there any ones blocking that one? Not too many more. And this guy. Okay. And again, I just kind of messed with that, so now I gotta see. There. Okay. So, let's put some glue. I mean, I want it pretty much all over, especially on the very edges. So I'm kind of going in here. If you're sensitive to odors, I will say this glue does have a bit of an odor, so you want to keep that in mind. There and there, that looks good, that looks good. Okay, I'm just gonna hold that down and I'll be right back. This grabs so fast. Okay. Now, where do we want to put this little bow? Oopsie. Should probably use smaller scissors, like little cutter bee scissors or the smaller Spellbinder scissors, because I want to cut into the felt and I don't mean to do that. Now, I mean, our bow can go at the top, it can go at the bottom. I'm thinking at the bottom. So, I'm going to put a little glue here. Start with this one piece. I'm going to, spend too much time here, so I'm going to start building it up and just hold it down. This felt isn't the thickest felt in the world, especially once you put it through a machine. Kind of flattens out a little bit. Cute. Obviously it's thicker than paper though. Okay, do I want the bow like this? Yes. Cute, cute, cute. So I'm probably going to have to hold on to this for a little while because it is pretty stacked there. Let's see here. Okay, I'm just going to hold on to that just like that and I'll be back. Okay guys, oh my goodness. I was really pushing that down. I got stuck to my counter. So there it is. I just want to see how it kind of overlaps there. Little focus, there you go. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and make my card base that we're going to attach this to, and that'll be that. So I'll be right back with music and my card base. So that is that, and we can pop this little guy on here. Oh, how cute. I mean, looks good to me. And again, I'm just taping it down with a little something that's removable, but that will hold your little project in place while it is in transit, and makes a nice card and a little keepsake for your recipient. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. I mean, I'm just having so much fun. I know tomorrow's the last day, so very sad, but I'll continue working with obviously the other advent calendar with these guys. There's so many dies that you can mix and match within the set also. I'm just, focusing on one set every day for the most part, other than the little loop from day one, but you can definitely play these up in all kinds of ways. You have the little flowers, you have the little snowflakes. I mean, there's all these different things you can mix and match. So alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll have images come up. I'll have the links in the description box, and I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.